Attention, please. This is your principal, Dr. Maxwell Clark. I wish to take this opportunity on the first morning of the first day of school to extend a warm welcome to all faculty and staff, and with a sincere and earnest hope that you return from a helpful and fruitful summer vacation with renewed vim and vigor, ready to gird your loins and tackle the many important and vital tasks that lie ahead undaunted. Thank you for your help and cooperation in the past and future.
Same message every August. I'm the doctor, room 508, Sylvia Barrett. First time for me. Our Dr. Clark always aims to give us his pearls and pears, aims and goals, guide and inspire, help and encourage, new horizons and broader vistas. I'm about to teach my first class. First ever. You're prepared? I thought I might begin with first impressions of importance of appearance, speech, manners, on which I'll build a case. You're sure you've come to the right school? Calvin Coolidge, room 304. When I say prepared, I majored in Middle English literature, 2 courses in the philosophy of education. My master's thesis was on Chaucer. Well, good luck, Sylvia. If you need anything, just holler. I'm right up there. Thanks, but I know. Better you study karate.
I teach.
Look at her, she's a teacher.
Is this what they're for? Are Mr. Barrett?
No, I'm just scared.
Oh, I'm supposed to be the manager.
You're the teacher? You're so young.
She's cute. Hey, teach, can I be your class?
Please, don't look the doorway. Please come in. Good afternoon, Miss Barton. My name is Miss Barrett. Good morning.
Oh no, a chick for homeroom. Hey, you want me to hit him for you, teach?
Is this homeroom period?
Yes, sit down. We're going to have you all turn. Are you regular or a sub?
There's an insufficiency of chairs.
Is this for real, guys?
Hey, someone tell the pass. Did I get a pass? I gotta go get a drink.
What's your name?
My name is on the board.
I can't read your writing.
I'm dying.
Don't believe it, teach. She ain't dying.
Stop your inconsideration for the teacher, you hooligan.
Please,
I'll type it down, you moron. Sit on the list, trying to say something.
class, will you please come to order?
Are you teaching avant-garde creative writing?
Now, fellas, your signal is coming to order. Now,
When do we go home?
it's the first day of school and you want to go home already?
Maybe this is the wrong room. What room is this?
This is room 304. My name is on the board. It's parents. And I'll have you come all turn. And I want to see some of you in English classes. Now, someone wants
English? No wonder. Who needs it?
First impressions, they say, are lasting. What do we base our first impressions? It is Joe.
She'll show up when she feels like it.
Not late. I was absent all last term. Can't. I'm dropping out. You know, time do you? I'm not on the blacklist. It's a green slip.
Isn't the pass back yet?
Don't you ever give up?
It looks like we won't have time to talk about first impressions. All right, class. Now I am passing
Oh, fuck, she's passing out. Everyone give her air. That's a stupid
That was
joke.
funny.
passing out the attendance card. Please print in ink your last name first, your parents' name, my name, and the name upside down. Then I'll make them the CD chart. Any questions?
Yeah, I have a pencil.
Pen, I don't got a pen. Use pencil. Sorry, a pencil on me. Yeah, I don't remember when I was born.
Don't mind him. He's in class.
I can't write upside down. These are funny jokes. These are funny
What do you
jokes.
like eyelash for?
Somebody stole my
What's the
pen.
teacher's name?
I don't know my address.
Where are you, baby?
Teach, there's chewing gum under my seat.
Look, I gotta get a pass pencil. I know my rights. This is a democracy, ain't it?
Is it? What's your trouble? There's broken glass back here from the window. That should be the custodian. Up to study.
Oh, me. Yeah, I'll go. That's what's crazy. Excuse me.
It's urgent.
Sorry, I'm late. You know, this is shit.
Wearing glass sit to make your lateness become late. Good.
Put your mother's name.
I got a mother.
Do the best you can. There's more? Yeah. Attendance All MC2 sections are to report to the section.
You have to unwrap them first. So heavy, what that takes more work.
Hey, I didn't hear what you say. It's August, stupid.
This is a long homework.
Please, class, I'm not finished. Tomorrow, all IT sections will follow today's program for X2 sections. All X2 sections will follow today's program for Y2 sections.
Listen, teacher.
All serious class. Oh, voice the back up and then please come to order.
That's a waste of material.
Okay, whom does she want? Okay, she's here.
How do you spell your name?
He's in the original the window.
Lawyering? McKay?
Mr. McKay,
Either way,
just sit down and hold the door, please.
I never got in a car.
Any cars.
You are?
Your fellow teacher, Paul Manager, teaching English at 309. Sorry to interrupt, is that all right, sir? Never mind. Anyway, oh my God, it's a miracle.
Coordination. Everyone sit down, please. I must take attendance.
What is attendance? I don't know.
No, it's what she said.
She's dropping out.
It's on the wrist.
Okay, he's down, he's down there. No answers. Blake, Alice?
President Spirit.
You're sure?
Yes, President.
Stop!
I wasn't here last term. Not so fast, but what cards?
Oh, I fell! Big deal.
Are you hurt?
Nah, just my head.
You better make down next for 3 copies.
Oh, the nurse didn't need to allow her to give out aspirin, only tea.
You call this a chair?
To the whole board of education.
You better go to the nurse and ask for the accident report forms. There's more? Library. Attend your classes and notification to the library. The school library is your library. I just want the library to do it all time. However, the library board
My library!
Not something that should be decided.
She just said.
It is all of our library. Next time, accident report.
Missing dentals? We'll get to that. I'm going to wait for you. That is the last one. Please, remain in your seats.
All the teachers are laughing about it. Thank you so much. I hope that one day you learn about your lesson.
You're doing it.
We're the only ones left.
Alice Blake. I just want to.
Thanks, but wasn't. There's more.
Just one. You're supposed to read this to your class.
Please disregard the bell. Students are to remain in their seats until the next bell. Thanks.
That one first.
Maybe. Thought I might begin with first impressions. Schedules, requisition slips, attendance cards. Oh, good grief.
You bear it?
What's this?
Late pass.
That's no way to hand it to me.
My aim is bad.
There's no need for insolence. Please take that toothpick out of your mouth when you speak to me and take your hands out of your pockets.
Which first?
What's your name?
You gonna report me?
What's your name?
You gonna give me a 0?
I could just count. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe what?
Ferroni. You gonna send a letter home? Take away my lollipop? Lecture me? Spank
All
me?
I asked.
Yeah, all you asked.
I don't allow anyone to speak to me like that.
So you're lucky. You're a teacher.
So I'm lucky. B, Shopter, room 508. You said just holler. B, help. Having fun? I'm having problems. I don't think I even understand the language. A student called me hi teach. Maybe he liked you? Why not answer hey dude? I don't think I could ever bring off hey dude, and the paperwork got buried beneath an avalanche. That I can clarify. Let it be a challenge to you means you're stuck with it. Keep on file in numerical order means throw it in a wastebasket. Interpersonal relationships is a fight between kids. Ancillary civic duties for supportive discipline means call the cops. Literature based on child's reading level and experiential background means it's all we've got in the back room. Non-academic minded is a delinquent, and it has come to my attention means you're in trouble. That I believe. Did you get anything done in homeroom? I took attendance as far as B. One flew out of a chair, and I forgot to have them say the pledge, which may be illegal. On condo days, they say the pledge in the auditorium. What's illegal now is Bible reading. How about a short, silent prayer? Only if you don't say the word pray or your mouth doesn't move. And remember, there's no such thing as a permanent path to the water fountain. And what do I do about the PPPs? Almost sings, doesn't it? Yeah, those are the pupil personality profiles invented by our guidance counselor, Ella Friedenberg, who thinks she's Sigmund Freud. She likes to base her PPPs on such interview questions as, why do you hate your parents?
If I don't ask, how do I find out? Latent maladjustments may exhibit themselves in the form of socially unacceptable behavior in the classroom. This is a crucial period in the development of the adolescent. Please send all new students to me for in-depth coverage. However, send the disruptive elements to Mr. McCabe.
Mr. McCabe again. Administrative assistant. He's very strict. I mean, maybe he has to be, I don't know, but try and avoid him. He's in charge of discipline and supplies. Ask him for a rubber band, he turns white, he can't bear it to part with a pencil.
To all faculty, diligence, accuracy, and promptness are essential in carrying out all instructions. Teachers with extra time are to report to the office to assist with activities which demand attention. Regarding the requisition of supplies, please anticipate your needs. Do not make excessive demands. Any teachers wishing for decorative posters, we have a few left. Block letters, blue on white, knowledge is power, and yellow on green, truth is beauty. Also brown and tan of Swiss Alps. Slightly torn, but still usable.
Students delinquent in obtaining gym uniforms are to be alphabetized and reported. Girls who wish to be excused from gym are to be sent to me with all pertinent data.
Francis Egan, school nurse.
Please encourage excessive eating in the classroom.
No books are to be checked out of the library until the catalog is brought up to date. Thank you.
Librarian. Charlotte Wolf.
Do not encourage students to purchase paperback editions of Shakespeare. Due to outside influences, we do not want to expose them to insufficient edits or unexpurgated texts.
Samuel Bester, chairman of the English department, a brilliant teacher, so naturally, he's promoted right out of the classroom.
Hello there, teachers. Looking forward to the new school year? Easy Term Confidential Loan Company can solve your problem.
At 18%.
Teachers should function according to instruction. This means hand in on time.
Sadie Finch, school clerk.
Students should report back to their homeroom to be dismissed at 2:56. The dismissal bell will ring at 3:05 sharp. This, however, is uncertain.
Send legitimate latenesses to the lateness coordinator. If excuse is invalid or suspect, send offenders to me. Please read to your students the list of all infractions and penalties to instill in them a sense of civic responsibility. Please place in a prominent place in homeroom a student who is late may fail to graduate.
Have to leave you now. I am trying to salvage a potential dropout. The very first girl I spoke to is dropping. RBC Helen.
I gotta drop out, Miss Barrett. I'm of age and my income seated at home.
But Helen, please, let's just talk this over.
Why talk? Most school is a waste anyways. I mean, it's one subject after the other. Algebra, French, econ, what good is it?
If you just give me the
And
chance.
it's all a jumble, and in every class a teacher tells you something different so you don't know who to believe.
But before you take this step, it's going to
Save
affect
your
your whole
breath.
life.
I'm better off out.
Miss Barrett,
Yes, Mr. McCabe?
it has come to my attention that you neglected to fill out Form B-22 accident report of a fall from a chair which occurred in your official class. Such negligence may result in serious consequences.
He wasn't hurt, Mr. McCabe. My real concern...
Before leaving the building today, please make out Form B-22 in triplicate.
Yes, Mr. McCabe.
Thank you. You there! Just a minute!
I think you were expecting a little too much, Miss Barrett.
Admiring your handwriting?
Suddenly, my own name seems unfamiliar to me. I have a feeling I didn't even spell it right.
Here. For the teacher who has everything.
A board eraser. Thank you.
The cable's around, so I took 2.
You'll have to try harder, Barrett.
Suave qui poo. I have a free, unassigned period. I'll be having coffee in the teacher's lounge.
Maybe I'll, if I can get through the locker assignments.
Then I'll see.
B Shopter? I'm with child. And quickly, you haven't told me about Paul Barringer. I'm the glamour boy of the English department. Unpublished writer. Such men are dangerous. He'll woo you with rhymes. You're on your own. I see.
A moment, Miss Barrett. Was Jo Ferroni in homeroom this morning? Did she stay until the bell?
She was a little late, but she stayed until the bell.
You're certain? It's important. The valuable wallet was stolen from the locker during homeroom, and I understand Ferroni was seen loitering in that vicinity just before the bell.
It couldn't have been her. She was here until the bell.
I see. Was she any trouble?
Trouble?
Disruptive? Rude? Any trouble?
No. No trouble.
If you think it helps to cover for them, then you're very much mistaken.
Unless there's something else, Mr. McCabe, I'm going for a cup of coffee. Better luck next time, McCabe.
Mr. McCabe.
Mister.
Every year I deal with a lot like you.
Please ascertain the number of students who have not had a hot breakfast. Now that winter's approaching, this is particularly important. Poor nutrition is frequently the cause of poor grades.
Calvin Coolidge Clarion, get your copy of the Clarion. Don't miss the Halloween issue, just out today. Interviews, a message from our principal, important advertisements.
The corner coffee shop, where friend meets friend.
Compliments of the Vanity Corset Company.
Your education has been planned and geared to arm and prepare you to function as mature and thinking citizens. I'm sure you will all prove worthy and deserving of our trust and expectations. Signed, Dr. Maxwell Clark, Principal.
Faculty flashes from the Clarion. Teacher girls would like to be on a desert island, most with Mr. Paul Pollock Barringer. Teacher readiest with unselfish helps, Mrs. B. Mom Shofter. And most glamorous teacher, Miss Sylvia Barrett. She's only been with us since August, but we hope she stays a while.
As a special service, your Clarion has introduced a lost and found column. First will list lost.
Lost. Green jacket, torn lining, broke zipper. Desperate need. Signed, Lou Martin.
Makeup kit. Imitation red alligator. Linda Rosen. A Hollywood horoscope of stars magazine. Alice Blake.
Lost or stole the right arm from my glasses somewhere between here and history. Edward Williams, Esquire.
Now for found.
No found.
Students, the Clarion is the voice of your school. Please subscribe. And solicit ads to keep it talking.
All teachers, do not accept any lateness excuse due to a fire on the subway. This has been checked by Mr. McCabe with the Transit Authority. There was no fire on the subway.
Mr. McCabe to Miss Barrett. Please note that Joe Ferroni has been placed on probation. Truant officer claims no such address as the one given. Subject teachers claims he's been cutting classes. Nurse says he's on the dental blacklist. Lots of luck, Joe.
Watch the baby minute, please. I got an email from my friend Sylvia. We went to college together and now she's teaching in New York. A far cry from graduate school and Professor Winters, the psychology of the adolescent. I have met the adolescent face to face, but obviously Professor Winters had not. While you're strolling through the supermarket with your baby in the cart or taking a shower in the middle of third period,
I'm automatically erasing the latest graffiti from the whiteboard. Even the building seems hostile. Cracked plaster, carved up desks, gloomy hallways. I've only been here 2 months. Already I think I'm in a battle I'm going to lose.
over the student you mentioned in your last email?
Joe Ferroni, insolent, contemptuous, incredibly bright but failing every class.
Why fight for that one?
I don't know. Maybe I sense something in her rebelliousness that's like mine, against the same things, or maybe it's because she's been so damaged.
You're a teacher. You're not there to fight for them.
I keep thinking of Maddie, who was in college with us. Right now, she's teaching at Willowdale Academy and giving seminars on James Joyce under the philosophic maples.
So what keeps you from Willowdale? That other teacher, Paul something?
Barringer?
Yeah, so tell me about him.
All I really know. He's clever, attractive, but there's something about him that eludes.
Eludes.
It's hard to say. For one thing, he stays in his home and waits for the hall traffic to subside before going out. I have a feeling it's so he won't get touched by the kids. And he seems to be just passing through here, marking time teaching until he can get published and leave.
And you and the girl students find this intriguing.
Devastated. There's a girl in my home, Alice Blake, who's almost lovesick for the man.
The thing I really like about him, Miss Barrett.
Please, Alice.
Well, he never sits behind the desk. He either leans against it or sits on top. And have you noticed how one eyebrow is higher than the other?
The subject is Homer's The Odyssey,
Well,
Alice.
I know, also the myths and the meanings. But have you
I'm
noticed?
looking forward to your paper, Alice.
Yes, Miss Barrett.
Well, have you?
Have I what?
Noticed his eyebrows.
The one that's kind of... What? I have to go. I'll write it.
I think it's Paul coming. I'll send the rest of this email tomorrow.
What's the matter with Alice Blake?
There's nothing the matter with Alice Blake.
Don't bite my head off. Especially not now, because you're about to be immortalized. I found mine from Sylvia Barrett.
Nothing rhymes with there.
14 karat. Why'd you insist on going right home after dinner last night? Thought we were having a pretty nice time.
Paper's so great.
No one could take it that seriously. You were thrown upon my bad mood. It was the latest rejection slip. The tone is not only polite, but patronizing. Why don't I write about something more familiar?
Well,
What did you want me to write about? Calvin Coolidge High School?
at least they couldn't say you're not familiar with.
Kids falling in classrooms, yawning in assemblies, pushing through halls.
That's the surface point. Get
Do
closer.
you get closer?
I'm trying, but I haven't even found what's called it. Youngsters, kids, young adults. These expressions seem stilted, offensive even.
Let it go, class load. Sylvia, I started a new novel. This one's gonna make it. Let's have coffee this time, and I'll tell you about it.
Sure.
Alright. Big subject. A nuclear physicist. He's marooned on a peninsula in Kamchatka.
So I looked up Kamchatka, and it's on the far eastern side of Russia, opposite Japan. Well, maybe he knows all about it, sister. Maybe he reached Calvin Coolidge High via the Trans-Siberian Railroad.
More likely the subway.
Are you reaching the students?
No, but there was a beautiful moment where I finally got them excited about a subject. I put on the board drownings, a man's reach should exceed his grasp of what's ahead of him. We were enthused. Aspirations versus reality. Is it wise to aim higher than one's capacity?
Yes,
I don't want to failure.
I mean, if it's
What about Paul?
Miss Barrett!
Yes,
Can't you keep your class in order?
they're in order. You're in order.
Then what is the meaning of this?
The meaning of what?
All of this noise?
The noise, Mr. McCabe. That's the sound of collaboration.
There will be a series of 3 bells rung 3 times indicating shelter drill. Loud discussions do not encourage the orderly evacuation of the class.
I suppose he has his issues too.
Order is getting to be the important thing. Enthusiasm is frowned upon because it gets noisy. know if I'm even reaching the students. Maybe other English teachers are more successful.
Well, let it be a challenge to you.
Class, can you tell me what you've gotten out of English so far?
During my many years of frequenting school, I'm well satisfied with my instruction and hope to continue to achieve further progress.
Okay, okay, hey.
What I got out of it is literature and books. But having boys in class distracts me from my English. Better luck next time.
I hope this term with you will be good, because you seem to be alive, though it's too early to tell.
Being you're still new, you should know I made a bargain with my teachers. If I don't bother them, they won't bother me.
Edward Williams, Esquire. All my teachers think I can't succeed because I'm poor. I'd rather them tell me that I'm no good at English than give me dirty looks in the hall.
What I learned in English is to doodle. It's a very boring subject. I find myself doodling a lot. It's essays and a lot of gossip. Ivanhoe is the worst, and George Eliot stinks, even though he's a lady.
A kaleidoscope, a crazy quilt, shapes that come and go, leaving no echo behind. Such is my remembrancing the lost and vanished hours of English, all creativity stifled, and phoenix, with hope reborn. Will it be different this term? The question, poised on the spear of time, remains unanswered. I was supposed to be in Miss Shopper's creative writing class, but because of a conflict, I couldn't get in.
I'm sorry about that. How about a more specific question? Why do you study myths? The Odyssey?
Oh, because we want to talk like cultured people. Like, at a party, how would you like it if someone mentioned the Greek god or anything else? You'd be embarrassed.
What good is public school if I still get hard assignments?
We study myths to learn what it was like to live in the golden age with all the killings.
If it weren't for myths, where would Shakespeare be today?
Oh, we study myths because they're about love. To me, the Odyssey was just another Grapes of Wrath, or, Scarlet Letter. I mean, who wants to hear about someone else's problems?
I mean, everyone's got to read them at some point. It's our turn.
Myths help us gain tolerance for others, even if they don't deserve it.
We read it because it's a classical.
My opinion is I hated the Odyssey. Homer's a lousy writer.
Why do you ask us these questions? What are you trying to prove? No one in the school gives a damn about us. It's the same at home and in the street outside. You probably don't care for my language, so give me a 0 in vocabulary. Anyways, I'm quitting at the end of this term, joining the dogs-eating dogs in this lousy world you're educating us for. But don't worry, you'll still find plenty willing to play your game of Bob-on, Little Lambs, trot and step and get your nice clean diploma served on dirt. Yummy. I trust that answers your question.
You express yourself vividly, Joe, and your metaphors from dogs to lambs are apt. I'd give you a higher grade than you'd give yourself. Joe, before you decide to quit, let's talk this out.
I don't understand them big words. And I'm busy after school. Every day. You'll have to prove yourself on your own time, teach.
First time you're early.
Missed the last class because of McCabe.
Mr. McKay,
Said to give you this.
please admit Barrett to class. She was detained by me for going up and down staircase and subsequent insolence. J.J. McKay.
Think of that. Have you done your homework, Joe?
Why not?
I didn't do it.
Why?
Just didn't.
Someday you'll have to prove yourself, Joe.
I'm supposed to accelerate at my own speed. I'm supposed to compete with myself. Maybe I'm not so great.
Well, I happen to know your IQ. Pretty great. All right, class, hurry along. We have a test today. Turn in your homework.
Homework? Someone stole my homework.
It's like this. I fell asleep on the subway because I stayed up late doing my homework. So when it stopped at my station, I ran to the door not to be late and left my homework on the subway.
As I was taking down the assignment, my pen stopped. I had to study for French. I didn't have time for English. My brother took my homework instead of his homework, and he was just...
The page was missing from my book.
If a teacher wants to know something, why doesn't she just look it up herself instead of making us do it?
There's no room because my uncle moved in, and I have to sleep in the hall, so I can't use the kitchen table.
The baby spilled milk all over it.
In all those hours I have to do homework, I can watch TV.
What homework?
A terrible tragedy. My dog wept
on my homework.
That makes it unanimous, Lenny. Not completely unanimous. Alice?
Why so many tests, Teach?
I learned your name, Carol. Couldn't you learn mine?
We see you every day. Why do we have to?
Because it's protocol.
Losers.
Right, Miss Barrett?
You're a Teach. Why not call you Teach?
Don't open the test booklets until I say.
I don't care if I never open it. Whatever you say, Teach.
This doesn't seem to be part of your homework, Alice.
I couldn't read it.
Read what? What he sees?
It's a big part with Paul.
Memorize all poetry that Behringer
I had a horse. His voice, the way his eyebrows.
That's enough!
Honest, Teach.
If you want people to respect your privacy, respect it in others. This way. All right, class. Before we begin, you must listen to these directions. The fact that Thanksgiving falls when it does this year is causing complications in the midterm examination schedule. Your midterm examination grade will count as 2/3 of your final grade for the class. Students are to place on the floor all books, notebooks, and personal possessions. All right. Students are not to leave their seats for any reason whatsoever during the test. If a student has a question, they will raise their hand and be approached by the proctor. No questions are to be answered by the proctor. If a student wishes to go to the bathroom, they will be escorted by the proctor to the hall, where the hall monitor will escort them to the bathroom. Male teachers will escort male students, female teachers will escort female students. Students must understand the importance of academic honesty. All right, class, you may begin.
His voice, the way his eyebrow goes up. How to describe the emotion? If I could die for you, Paul, like the Lady of Shalott, floating down the river under his window, and Lancelot, never knowing, saying only she has a lovely face, the Lady of Shalott. In my bed at night, I pray to the ceiling. Please make him love me, or notice me in class where I sit. Make him take me in his full, loving embrace. When I look at the cracks in the ceiling and how ugly everything is, I think it's unreal. My house and my parents. Real life is somewhere else. On moonlit terraces and tropical gardens, foreign cities, and darkling woods.
Get on with it, everybody. You too, on the spot. Sylvia. I see that you have your test underway too. What do you think about when I take a test? I should be thinking about this pile of U420 memos. Are you on to the official gobbledygook yet? Can you translate the following? Illustrative material, magazine covers, enriched curriculum,